we acknowledge the Kulin Nation as the traditional custodians of the lands on which we meet. We recognise their continuing connection to land, water, and community. We pay respect to elders past, present, and emerging, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people across the nation.
Well, hello there, and a jolly Merry Christmas to you wherever you are. This is Dice Paper Roll, the Christmas holiday special. And because it only happens once a year, I'll be DMing.
Yay, Merry Christmas.
Lauren Bok, the Dungeon Master Extraordinaire, will be guiding our plucky quartet through a Christmas adventure. I am excited.
Woo.
I hope you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too. We don't know who we're playing either. Which
You
is,
don't. How do we do intros if
really
you don't know who you're
exciting.
playing? Just say who you are.
You do it the way I've been doing it all this time. And you just say, "Hi, I'm Jack, and I'll be playing."
You could say who you are wishing to play for Christmas.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
What kind of character you hope you might open up in the course of the game.
Okay, yeah.
What characters Santa brought you on D&D Beyond?
In my Christmas sock, there is a character named Gildroy.
Old Gilroy.
Gildroy.
Gildroy. First name
Yeah.
Gil,
Classic
last
Gilroy.
name Droy.
Yes. First name Gil, last name Droy, who is a Scottish. No, not Scottish. No, I don't know. Fuck.
Why? Scottish?
One of the two accents that Jack knows, French or Scottish.
Maybe both.
Ooh.
Or mix.
Yes.
I'm Ben, and I'm just happy to get any old character for Christmas, but something that maybe hits hard. That'd be a bit of fun for a one shot. But we'll see what we unwrap.
My name's Greg. I'm a constant disappointment to everyone around me, which is why I bring for Christmas. I'm just hoping for Christmas I don't get a lump of coal in my stocking. Although the price of coal right now is dropping significantly, and it is not a good investment.
No, not at all.
And I'm Dan. I am hoping to maybe play. Just thinking of Christmas themed things. I'm like either John McClane.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice.
Or like Gizmo from Gremlins.
yeah. Yeah.
So or anywhere within that kind of spectrum of that would be pretty fucking cool, I reckon.
Yeah.
Fuck, I could have gone with Jack Frost.
Oh,
You fucked
fuck
up.
Jack. Fuck. Look, if I was playing, I would have wanted to be the old man with a shovel from Home Alone.
Good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
Cool.
And you're all gonna get exactly what you just asked for. What?
Oh,
Yay, Christmas! I would have been the whale in Elf.
Oh,
Just pops up for a second.
Yes, so cute.
Someone says,
Narwhal.
"Bye,
It's a
buddy."
narwhal. Yep.
Help you find your dad.
These are all amazing Christmas references. All right, shall we get into it? Because
Yes,
I think
please.
I need to start getting this off my chest, basically.
Yes.
So let's begin our story, everybody. I want to tell you something, a few bits of information about you. This is a story that happens over Christmas Eve. So my first piece of information I need to tell you is, you are a quartet of brother husbands. You are all brothers, but you are all married to one woman. Also, you are all 4 heads on one body. Your name is Burke, and you are a noble Goliath barbarian.
Oh, Burke.
So you've all got to share the same character. You all have this. You all can just roll, I can assume. But you do have to work together somewhat because you are 4 heads on one body.
We'll have to use our forehead.
Oh.
Okay, we're off to a good start.
We are.
Guys, let's keep going with the comedy.
How will we refer to each other's personalities? Like head 1 or 2 or Jack head and Ben head?
No, I think it's just all Burke, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah.
I think, and
Like
they're all
it.
and all in third person.
You over there. You don't have to
Oh,
refer to
Burke.
it because you all got the same actions.
Yeah, true.
Depends.
Oh.
Let's go on. So, you and your lovely wife are rich nobles that live in a huge mansion in Klumpf, a stunning alpine resort town nestled in the glorious mountain region of Hunsflumpf. There is no vowels in this country. Hunsflumpf is a popular ski and day spa spot frequented by wealthy tourists, and the townsfolk have grown rich from the excellent tax breaks of the region, and also the elite descending upon the town and its many Botox clinics, fine dining, and tacky souvenirs like headphones that break after a week.
Which is
Cliff.
really annoying when you have 4 heads.
Cliff is also a secret spot for celebrities to detox in one of its many hidden rehab facilities, taking advantage of the hidden nooks of the glorious landscape. So, it's the morning of Christmas Eve, and all of the creatures are stirring because there is an infestation of rats in the mansion, and you just can't find good help these days. And you awaken in your mahogany 4-poster bed in the master bedroom on the 2nd floor, and you roll over as you do every day to greet your lovely wife. But she is not in bed next to you.
I am aghast.
She's
Oh.
gone.
Me too.
Burke, where's our wife?
My wife, where is she?
Instead, there is a darling wife-shaped crevice in the bed where she has slept next to you, as close to you as your soul, for the last 20 years of your wonderful marriage.
Good Lord, my darling wife.
Where
is-
have you gone?
Unusual for her. Perhaps maybe she fell asleep in her chair last night, staying up late as she does quilting blankets for the nearby orphanage. So you throw on a fancy silk dressing gown and you knot it at your waist, and you hastily make your way downstairs to see if she is in the drawing room. So you cross the exquisite hall decked with holly and open the heavy gilded double doors into your lavish drawing room. A huge Christmas tree takes up like a quarter of the room. It's heaving with tinsel and ornaments and twinkling with lights gently. The subtle smell of pine fills your hairy nostrils as you take in the room. At the fireplace, your wife's big, squashy armchair is empty. Her unfinished quilt lies neatly folded in her sewing box. So, telling yourself to get a grip, you move through your incredible mansion, checking all her favorite haunts. But she's not in the observatory tending to the orchids. She's not in the hammam enjoying her morning steam. She is not in the toilet huffing down lines with her girlfriends. As your blood turns to ice, the snow starts to fall outside on this Christmas Eve morning. You run back up to the drawing room, pick up what was probably the last thing she touched, actually really quite half-assed quilt, and you drop to your knees and you bellow her name so loudly the birds outside in the snow on the covered trees take flight.
Gertrude!
Martha. That's
Martha?
it, Martha.
Martha
Martha.
Gertrude.
Helen.
Martha Gertrude!
Martha Gertrude.
The 4th.
Esquire.
Martha Gertrude the Fourth,
Baronet.
Esquire. Cannot hear you. There is no answer but the sound of softly scuttling rats and the scent of pine. And she is gone.
What?
So,
What are we going to do about it under 3 heads?
I don't know, Burke, but this is most
Sister, brother.
suspicious. Sister head, brother head.
Brother, wife, husband.
Brother husband is the correct
Brother
answer.
husband.
Burke,
Yes.
I think we should go that way.
Sorry. I'm just shocked.
I'm
in
sorry, I don't
shock.
have control of the arms at the moment.
Yes, I'll take the left leg.
I'll take the right.
I'll take the middle one. I sound like Ragyog.
Who's that?
Oh, the help's here. Fantastic.
Yes, hello, sir.
Yes, in fact, you do spy the pile of rags that begins to shake and rise from the ground, and it turns to you and it says, "Oh, good morning, sire. 'Tis a wonderful Christmas Eve, morn, would you say?"
It's our faithful servant, Robbie.
Yes, it's me, Robbie, sir. Good, sir. How are
Robbie.
you this morning?
Robbie, have you seen our lovely lady wife, Martha Gertrude
The fourth
Esquire, the
Esquire.
fourth?
Martha
Esquire.
Gertrude the Fourth Esquire, which is her full and first name. Absolutely. Yes, I have seen her. She lives here, don't you know?
Well,
No, she's not in her chair.
Oh, she's not in her chair. Oh, did you check the hammam yet? Did you check it? Was she having her
We
steam?
checked the hammam. We checked the bed. There was just a crevice.
there is
She's
no
laid
lovely
in
wife,
that bed
dear,
for a
there.
long
Oh,
time.
lady does like a crevice. Yes, I'll give her that.
One of the reasons we fell in love with her.
Thank you for that information, sir. I do hear your very loud lovemaking on a regular basis. How's the whip working out? Good?
Yes,
Splendid.
It goes well with the swing.
I thought
Really
as much.
get some colliding force. It's
Momentum.
Anyway.
Yes, it's true. I'll see to that banister. Is she? So she's not in her crevice then?
She's not in her crevice. She's not tending the orchids. She's nowhere.
She's not having nose beers in the bathroom either with her girlfriend.
No, with her girlfriends, which is always my favorite place to find her.
Most curious.
I say, Burke, have we checked the basement?
I don't think we have, Burke.
I
Shall
don't
we?
think we have.
Oh, well, you don't
So we
have a
check-
basement. Nah, we remember you boarded it up ages ago.
Oh, yes, the rat infestation. That was a terrible Christmas.
I was killing those rats last night until about 9 o'clock, sir, until I turned into my bed of dead rats that was from last Christmas. It's true. So I
Well,
did.
don't worry, you'll have another bed of dead rats for your Christmas this year. You just have to
Oh,
kill
what?
them yourself,
Oh,
Robbie.
thank you, sir. 'Tis a Christmas miracle for sure.
You're welcome. It's meals too for you and your tiny family.
Thank you, sir. Oh, my other family, also made of rags, will be ever so grateful for your kind. My service is always to you, my master, and to my mistress. So she is not here. She is not in your bed. When did you last see her?
Well, not in my head. It rhymes.
It does rhyme.
Good,
Good one,
Burke.
Burke.
Well done,
Come
brother
on,
Burke.
sir.
Very good.
You were always the funny one.
I take umbrage to that, Burke.
Shut up, Burke.
All right, Burke.
Now,
You
Burke,
always were a
don't-
bit of a Burke.
There's no need to butt heads, Burks.
You have not had one of your stand-up comedy nights for quite some time, so perhaps the position of most funny is still up for grabs.
That is true. And Burke rocks his head side to side,
Ow.
knocking
Ow.
Burke's
Ow.
either side.
Ow.
As a Burke, it's important to know that you don't butt heads with your brothers. Stop that, Burke.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Burke.
Now, Robbie, you went to bed at 9 o'clock, you say.
I did,
Did you
yes, sir.
see Martha Gertrude, Esquire, the fourth, Esquire, Francesca,
Baronet.
Baronet,
Oh, yes, I
the
did, sir.
seventh?
I did see a Martha Gertrude. She came back from town earlier yesterday, sir. Possibly in the afternoon. Yes, that's when I think she got back. Yes.
Brother, husband, brothers. Did we see her after that? I can't recall. I had rather a lot of eggnog.
Let me just see if I can recall it within my body. I mean, head. Can I roll for that, Lauren?
Yeah, sure.
That's a 2. I don't.
I believe you had more eggnog than you've ever had in your life yesterday, sir, and you completely blacked out from probably about the early afternoon onwards, and I put you to bed. It was no mean feat, but yeah, you don't remember a damn thing. Last time you remember you seeing your wife, she was happy and pleased to see you. I will say, when she did come back from town, she was a little flustered, sir. A little flustered.
Oh.
Was she? Where was she in town?
Oh, she said that she had come back from the sewing shop, sir, to get more of the materials she needed to make her terrible, really nasty quilts. But she said that she had encountered a man, a large, dark man. But she did not seem very fussed, sir. She seemed in good spirits. She went to bed.
And
I choose not to see any problem with her seeing a dark man in the street.
She was flustered, sir. I will give her that. But, she is a strong lady. She has, after all, you that keeps rogering her constantly. So her disposition is strong.
she is sturdy.
That she is, sir. That she is.
Like a well-made bridge.
There is not even barely any carpet burn, sir, anymore.
Excellent strutting.
And
Good
no
work,
trolls.
Radleg.
No trolls either, which is always good.
So quite the interesting development. So the sewing shop, you say she was near?
Yes, that was where she had returned from, and she had seen that dark, large man there, sir. Yes, sir. And,
Did she mention a name?
no, she did not, sir. She did not say a name.
Burke, I think we should go check it out.
I think you're right, Burke.
I think I agreed.
But first,
Burke, you are always so intelligent.
Burke nods.
You were too, Burke. Burke's make for 4 heads are better than one. That's what I've always said.
More heads make for light Burke. Hey? Hey?
Burke?
Burke slaps Robbie across the face and says, "If you ever speak ill of her quilt, we're allowed to say it looks like shit, but you say one more time that her quilt is shit, Robbie, I'm going to beat the shit out of you."
Yes, again, Robbie, we're going to beat the shit out of you.
Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, sir. Please, I did not mean to speak ill of the quilts. It's just, it's a bit of an open secret, and we all kind of laugh about it behind our backs. You were doing it last night, but you had so much eggnog, and then you kind of vomited. Oh, yeah. I apologize, sir. Please.
Yes, Burke, I wish you wouldn't drink the eggnog. You know the rest of us are lactose intolerant. It's really quite cruel.
I can't help it. It's one of my favorites. All right, I'm done with Robbie. Fuck off then.
All right, fucking off, sir. And the pile of rags just kind of shivers and morphs back into the ground and kind of sloops away.
Servants. Anyway, how are we going to enjoy our Christmas without wifey here? Without our good baronet?
I think, Burke, I think it's time that we went out and checked the sewing shop.
Yes, it's our only lead.
Excellent idea, Burke.
Let's do it.
Classic Martha.
The best idea we've had all morning.
Excellent. So you're going to just stride out of the house then, are you? Just in the dressing gown? You're obviously very distressed about your wife going missing. And
Hang on, I'll take me fucking axe too.
Sir, do you want to even have your boots or anything? Or...
Don't need them. Fuck off, Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Have we got slippers on?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Can we at
Matching
least
slippers.
do the tennis racket thing? We're walking through the snow.
Yes.
Yes. No,
Yeah, that
snow
is a
shoes
very
would be
good idea, Burke.
I always wanted to do that.
Your tennis rackets are by the door, sir.
Thank you, Robbie. Actually, I've decided, Robbie, I'd like to strap you and another small rag person to my feet as snowshoes.
Yes,
and
sir.
take you onwards.
Whatever you say, sir. But it did hurt a lot last time. Maybe some dead rats might help as well to cushion the blows of the snow.
Oh, perfect.
certain.
And they'll keep our feet warm. Robbie, well done.
And snacks for later.
Please don't slap me again, sir, even though stepping on me is probably pretty much the same thing. Possibly
No,
worse.
Robbie. A
No.
slap is a sign of affection from us.
All right, so Robbie's just going to pile the rags and live dead rats in front of you into big shoe-shaped kind of objects, and you just delicately place your very large, barbarian, noble tootsies into these, furry, warm, delightful rat slippers.
Squishy.
Mm.
And you're going to traipse on down through the beautiful town of Klymph. Definitely no one's batting an eye at you as you make your way through. The town is in
normal.
full Christmassy glory. There's like those little winding streets, kind of Hogsmeade, crossed with like a beautiful Swiss Alpine thing, but bougie as fuck. And there's lots of people, shoppers out and about. Beautiful things in windows, lights twinkling, the smell of cinnamon and gingerbread and everything. It's just fired up. It's just pretty as a picture.
Mr. Downey, how's the rehab going?
Oh, this time of year, lots and lots of very unhappy people. It's fantastic.
Cheery fellow.
Yes, I am. Goodbye. So you're going to get into the sewing shop. It's a little one of those, just imagine a really cute looking sewing shop, piles of knitting needles and yarn and rolls of lush fabrics, silks, cottons, wools, all that sort of stuff. So
Can I roll to resist buying some ribbons?
yes, you may. Yeah, we should have some rolls, shouldn't we?
That's a 9.
Burke, are you resisting your urge to constantly purchase or pilfer ribbons?
Yes, but I can't. I must have some ribbons.
Just buy the fucking ribbon. Jesus.
We go through this every time.
It's so onerous. Just control yourself. Get out of the left hand.
Oh, hello there. Can I help you? Or are you just happy browsing? I heard
no.
ribbons.
Have
You
you
can
seen
help
the
us.
wife?
I beg your pardon, sir. What was that?
Do you know who we are?
I believe you're in the top of the hill there, are you not?
Yes.
The residents of the Thirds, Esquire?
Yes. But I want to hear you say our name.
Say it, please. Burke. Say it, Frederick.
Well said, Burke. Well said.
Well, considering that you just said it yourself, sir, I believe I am standing in front of Sir Burke. Is that
Correct.
right?
That's right.
How
You must-
nice to make your acquaintance.
I'm sure you confused us with the other 4-headed Goliath barbarians in the town.
No, I do believe you're the only one, but no one cares.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's a bit
reassuring.
insulting, isn't it?
Where's your
I mean,
Christmas spirit, seamstress?
That really
Would
hurts.
you care to take a special on Hesham at the moment? It's scratchy and full of holes.
Yes.
Surprisingly warm, I
Definitely.
assure you.
I would love some.
Does it come in ribbons? Burke here fucking loves it.
Burke, you're salivating.
Oh,
Please.
Hessian ribbon's very good for
I would love some Hessian.
rats or rats.
Either or. Both. Please.
You have rats as well?
Oh no, I was mentioning your rats. If they would look delightfully Christmassy with a bit of Hessian ribbon around their necks, would you say?
How do you know about our rats?
Because they're on your feet.
Yes,
They're
that is a
wrapped
very
in
good point. They
rags.
are on our feet.
They're
Do-
wrapped in rags. How did you know they're rats?
Well,
Is it
there's
the bulging and the tails that are falling out?
it would be the tails and the squeaking occasionally. I'm not sure if they're all particularly dead.
I thought for a second our good lady wife, Martha Gertrude the Fourth, Esquire Francesca
Helen.
Bennett the Seventh, might have come and told you about our rat problem, but alas, it seems that she did not.
Oh,
And a tear
Martha!
rolls down my cheek.
Oh, you know.
You're Martha's husband?
Indeed.
Oh, well,
Yes, we
it
are.
is good to put a name to our faces then.
Yes, it is. And as you can see by our continents, except for Burke's here,
Mine's
we're all-
incontinent.
we're all a little upset at the moment. Christmas isn't going to be the same because we're missing our lady wife.
Oh no, but she was
Oh,
here
yes.
yesterday.
We know.
And what happened
was.
when she was here? Anything?
Oh, she just-
anything strange?
Well, we just came in and she was telling me about that new hammam that you've all got, and
Yeah.
Look, nothing out of the ordinary. She was just buying some more thready, whatever you make a quilt out of. I should know that, but I don't. And just as she was leaving, I will say, I did see her out in the streets. A large man with a big dark coat on. Seemed to know who he was.
Of course, it was a coat.
He spoke to her briefly, but then she did have a funny look in her eye. She gave me one of those looks, but I just assumed that she'd had too much nose beer or something. So, yes, I think that's what it was.
Oh,
But then
that's our Martha.
that is your Martha. That's true. She's given me a
Martha.
couple of hookups in my time, I will say. Ribbons. Well, yes, but then she walked off. She was just back home. Is she not home?
No,
no,
the
what a
divot is in the bed, but she's
shame.
missing.
Would we be here in rat shoes and our robe if she was?
Well, it is Christmas.
Do you think this is the kind of getup we wear every Christmas, woman?
When in Rome.
We usually wear a Christmas sweater.
That's true.
So there.
I see. Well, I beg to say I have not seen your attire before. I have not met you, and Martha is a woman of many jackets.
To be
So-
fair, Burke, we do get out like this fairly often.
We do, yes. We have made a habit.
Much as I
It is
hate it.
true.
You didn't recognize the tall man in the dark coat that she was speaking to?
Oh, it's a little frosty in the window. I couldn't see anything other than this quite large shape, and she went off that way, and he went off that way to the end of town, I assume.
Very good. Let us talk to this Frosty that was in the window then.
Oh, not for the first time have I wished we could split up.
We could cover so much more ground.
If only we were 4 people.
Oh, I would
If
much
only.
prefer to search a 20-foot area rather than a single 5-foot square together.
Alas, we will have to take it one step at a time, as always.
It just makes it a little easier, okay?
I can imagine.
I guess we can't get distracted by other things and just go off and pet dogs or something.
Oh,
mean,
you should
we
know that
have
there's no dogs in Climph. There's no distractions of any kind, actually.
No splitting the party at all here.
Well, I mean, you do have that big axe with you.
I
if you
look
wanted to do
mournfully
something
at
with
it.
That.
Burks. Here's an idea, Burks, brother, husband Burks. We could just lop ourselves in half.
Now you're starting to think like a Burke.
Now you're
I
speaking
know.
my language.
Burke, I do believe the organs are in the middle also.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Burke studied
Look out for
anatomy.
brains trust, Burke over here. Yes.
I
Biologist Burke.
I did dabble. You said that the ribbons were Hersham.
Oh, many ribbons of all kinds of hair shoes.
We'll take 30.
Very popular. Scratchy and full of holes, but good for Christmas.
Burke, get away from the ribbons.
Just 15.
Just
No.
the 15?
No.
Well, very good then,
No,
sir.
sir.
I mean, I don't know, do you need to vote on it or something?
No, doesn't matter
no,
what the fuck we say, he'll get the ribbons anyway.
Just give him the ribbons and we'll be on our way.
Now, Lady Seamstress, before we do, could you describe the look that our lady wife gave you upon speaking to this tall stranger?
It was definitely one of those looks that you might give, look, lady to lady. If somebody's kind of in your way a little bit, if you run into somebody and they're kind of trying to ask for your phone number or something like that, that kind of look that you might, a little side eye is what it is, a little lady side eye to be, hello, it's all communicated telepathically, but it's, hello, stranger lady, but you know what? We're also kindred now because this man might ask for my phone number, and when I say no, he might be a little bit angry at me. So I do need a witness of some kind, just in case that should arise. But look, if I do walk away, then we never need to talk about this again. So it was one of those looks. Do you know what I mean?
I have often thought that Burke has a good understanding of the womanly way.
Yes.
Yes, you do, Burke.
Well, yes.
And women being telepathic creatures is well known across the land.
Yes.
Yes, well, you didn't directly put those words in my head, but it's a very, very, very common thing. Very common thing if some man's trying to get in your drawers. Speaking of drawers, when I open this, there's a bunch of Hessian ribbon in it. Ooh.
Oh, you do. Oh, I'll take the whole drawer.
Oh, very good, sir. Very good. Shall I have it sent to the house?
Yes, but I'll take some with me.
Oh, by all means. She'll just pile bunches of ribbon into your outstretched hands.
Maybe put it in the pockets. I don't have control of the hands at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'll
She
put it away
stuffs
for later, Burke.
Stuffs it into the pockets of the dressing gown. And she's stuffing them in. She goes, he did take off towards the end of town. I mean, there's probably quite a... If you wanted to ask him if he had seen your wife again.
No, I
Yes.
think we want to talk more about Hessian ribbons, to be honest.
Well, I'm just about to take my... Oh, it's about time for my lunch break there. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. She's going to push you out the door, slam it shut, and flick over everything that says back in 10 minutes.
Well, we've got 10, you know. We can wait.
We can wait.
She's going to peer...
I
no.
do.
Going to take off the sign and just like... and rub off the 10 and put 1 hour and then pop it back up.
Oh well.
That's too long.
Yes, that is a little too long, Burks. So let's see if we can look around and see. Lucky it's white coat season, not dark coat season.
Yes,
so
that
someone
will
with a
make
dark
it
coat will
much
clearly
easier.
stand out.
I like the way you think, Burke.
Burke, I think we should huddle for a second. What do we know? We know we've got no
Let's
wife.
put our heads together.
Wife is missing.
Yes.
No good. We've got
That's
lots
bad,
of
though.
ribbons. And
That's good.
I do agree that is good now that they're in our pockets.
I
I'm
did
playing
say
with
so.
them right now.
What was the third thing? Oh, yes, the dark-coated gentleman.
Yes, asking for our
Yes.
lady wife's phone number.
Yes.
Good work. Good recap, Burke.
Good recap, Burke. Thank you.
For all the people that are still listening. Or just tuned in. Well,
right.
Other side of town.
To the end
Yes.
of town we trudge.
Yes.
Oh, it's quite cold. I wish It's snowing, and we're just in a gown.
the warmth has gone out of these dead rats' bodies quite quickly.
Yes, they've turned into dead rat popsicles.
Well,
you
more
gonna-
for later.
Yes, they're delicious. I've got one just smugging on a rat popsicle. Frozen furry delights.
Oh, pass it over to me, Burke. I would love a little bit.
Oh, yes. Here, don't get your own. Take this semi-sucked.
Oh, it's so much better when you do that. Oh, Burke.
Do you want me to baby bird it too, Burke?
Yes, please, Burke.
The way rats should be eaten. In my
He's too
opinion.
far away. He's got to do it across other brother Burke.
All right, so as you're
Yes,
walking
sorry
down
for
the street,
spatter, Burke.
We've got a baby bird to one
regurgitating,
another.
regurgitating into each other's mouths, you're just going to walk past the
Human
beautiful
centipede.
town, past all the tat shops, past all the day spas, the lunchtime Botox clinics, all that sort of stuff. You get to the end of town, everything kind of winds up behind you, and in front of you, you've got the road's going to wind up to the largest mountain in the region, the Mountain Griff. So there is a canyon ahead that leads out of town. There's a big rickety bridge to cross it. And there's also a little path you can see that winds down the canyon, across the canyon floor, and back up to the other side. So, which way
They
do you
should
wanna
really
go?
fix this bridge, Burke. I don't pay my taxes so that this bridge can be bad.
It's definitely not as sturdy as Martha.
Oh, you just reminded me that our lady wife is missing, Burke. Oh, you ruined Christmas.
I'm sorry.
As we walk across the rickety bridge.
You take one step and the bridge just gives out underneath you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear.
That
And
was
you-
predictable.
Not again.
Tumble down into the canyon.
Nothing like Martha.
And as branches and snow-covered trees break your fall, you land in a huge a bunch of powdered snow. So it actually was kind of fun.
Oh.
Yeah. My
Burke, I
goodness.
haven't had that much fun in a while.
Yes.
I thought
I've
it was
got
going to
snow
be
in
more
my-
painful.
Yes, I've got snow in my crevices, but I'm quite elated.
Oh, Martha had the most wonderful crevices.
So there's a crevice in front of you. That is a cave.
It was like a crenulated bridge.
Are you would you like to check out the cave, or would you like to move on to the
I
other
think
side?
we should definitely complete this side quest in the cave. There's
Absolutely.
always treasure.
Well, Burks, it's always been our motto when you see an open cave, you never leave it uninspected, especially on Christmas Eve when your wife might be in it.
We're in danger, in
Onwards.
horrible mortal danger, but we still check every cave along the way and every nook and cranny that appears before us.
Burke, I think that's a brilliant idea.
Thank you,
This is
Burke.
no crevice. It's a crevasse.
My goodness.
So, and let's move on.
Yeah,
And
well,
this is no crevasse, but this is a cravat, I say as I tie one of the Hessian ribbons around our neck. See what I did there?
Hey.
You absolute crumb.
that was a good one, my dears.
Oh, who said that?
Oh, that's not Burke.
Out of the darkness, two yellow-green eyes appear, and two white fangs, and then the
David
head
Bowie?
of a shaggy,
You
hideous
completed rehab many years ago.
goat that looks exactly like David Bowie. His forked tongue flashes in between his fangs. His huge, dark, goatee form stands tall. His hooves hit the ground in a sign of aggression. He wears a long, ragged coat. Is that Hessian?
Yes.
He looks like a really fucked up Mr. Tumnus.
On crack. He said too many nose beards.
He's got a ratty tailcoat, top hat with the top falling off, a cane, grotty, burgundy lederhosen, fingerless gloves.
Merry Christmas to you, friend.
Oh,
Sick.
Give me back my wife.
You-
Burke. I was going to
Is
compliment
there
him on his
anything
goat
merry
coat
about
before
it?
we just abuse him. Sorry,
Your
what?
wife, you say? My dears, my dears, my dears, I have not seen no wives around here for many times.
Is this a riddle?
I've seen some kids. You got any
You're a
kids on you?
sphinx.
You're the goat.
No, I'm clearly Krampus. All right.
I've done my
You've done.
mythology
You know what I'm
study.
talking about, isn't it? With
Wait.
the goat thing. I mean, I know the.
I
David
refuse to
Bo-
watch that while Burke watched that.
I was thinking of Mr. Tumnus. He was usually nicer.
He was such a lovely
Ah,
man.
fucking
But
Mr.
you do look like
Tumnus.
you've had the meth addiction, so
Oh, I,
maybe Krampus?
I did go to the clinic. I did go, and
Went through the wrong wardrobe,
they
did
gave
you,
me
mate?
they gave me a bill of health and sent me back to my cave, my dears.
Oh.
But I'm here now,
Well-
and I'm Krampusing it up.
Well, can you tell us? We'll leave you to your cramping, but we're looking for our wife, Martha. Have you seen her, Crampy?
I haven't seen her. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to roll an insight check.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, that's a good idea, Burke.
I got a 13 on the dice.
good work, Burke.
Burke, you.
Good work, Burke. So what do I have to do?
If the number's high enough
Yes.
for me to tell whether you're bullshitting or not.
Uh-huh.
So whether I can tell whether this Krampus is
Right.
lying.
Krampus has never heard of Martha.
Okay.
Well, perhaps she didn't give her name to you. You conversed with her outside the sewing shop
I don't-
yesterday afternoon.
I've never been. I don't like. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, you say she's a wife, right? Is that what you're saying, my dears? She looks slightly like you. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, I could see how you would have that assumption, but it
I've got to say.
oddly does not look like us. She
Adults-
only has one head.
Oh, right. I don't like adults. all
It
right?
was a controversial match. Hmm.
Tell me more about that courtship, then, my dears.
Well, it was lengthy. It took 4 times the normal amount, obviously.
Oh,
We had to
right.
agree.
So we had to all turn on the charm.
She had to.
Yes.
She was playing hard to get. Then was she? Hey.
Well, we were actually.
Oh, the other way
Uh,
around. She trying to get in your drawers.
Well, you were, Burke. I was keen as mustard.
Yes, and that was the problem, wasn't it? We didn't quite agree on what the approach would be.
No, that's true. We did learn a lot from that on how to approach situations. Well, sometimes.
Not for the first time. I've often wished we had an odd number of heads because it's easier to vote on things. It was a dead split down the middle.
Votes get tied very often.
The preferential system was controversial at first, but it worked in the end.
It's proven to be a real winner.
And we've been happy for 37 years. Until this morning, you fucker. You're the only one in a dark goat coat.
I'm not saying that this is not about me, all right? I don't like adults. I'm a kitty. I'm a kitty stealer, all right? That's what I do. You're seeing kids these days. You're seeing kids these days. I mean, not in that way. Like, not in that way.
Are you hearing yourself say the words that are coming out of your mouth?
All right, mate.
Filthy.
Give it a rest, all right? I get this all the time, all right? You know what's the problem with kids these days? Yeah, you know what's the problem with them?
Are you talking about goats?
They need a little bit of a spook. You know what I mean? They need a bit of a spook. And I like spooking them. You know, I bring them. I get this sack that I've got, my nice Hessian
Okay,
sack.
this is just getting weird.
Yeah, this all sounds very fucked
And I put
up,
them in
good
there.
sir.
And I spook
what
them
is the
for a
sack
bit. And then
made
I let
out
them
of?
go. That's it. That's all I do. But I don't go around talking to wives. I've got no time for that. Too much spooking to do and that.
She is very petite.
You know.
Perhaps you thought she was a child. She's very petite.
Oh, is she now? How big is she?
Well, you should know. You were
About
talking.
yay big?
Oh, that big. A celebratory size. Yay!
Yes, quite the bunch.
Yay.
Sturdy like a bridge.
Maybe she just doesn't like Christmas, you know?
Nope. She loves it.
She loves it.
Really? She
all
loves
these
it,
37 years.
Oh, I bet she's a regular
yes.
old Santa lover then, isn't she, huh? Loves Santa? Do you love Santa? Fucking hate Santa. Fucking Santa.
I've never had the pleasure, honestly. Sounds like quite a jolly fellow.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be nice.
Really?
I don't know about you, Burks, but I'm starting to feel a barbarian rage build within me.
No, my dears. We can get out of this. I'm sure I can help you with your problem. So your wife's gone missing, all right? Your wife has gone missing. What do you know then? What do you know? She was talking to some fella that looked a bit like me, a big dark man. So what you saying?
She wasn't in the Nose Palace, and she wasn't in the
Orchid Garden.
Orchid Garden.
All
You
right.
confronted her outside the ribbon shop.
Yes.
And
Oh, so you did.
What happened? Oh, you did. You admit it. Very good. Well done, Burke. You really got him there.
Well done, Burke.
Got me fucking wet. I was
Good,
agreeing.
good. Well,
It's good Burke, bad Burke, indifferent
Middle
Burke,
Burke.
and
or moderate Burke.
See,
Give me back my wife.
I've actually got with me.
I throw
Look,
our
if
axe
anyone's
at
got
you.
her, it's probably Santa, all right?
I throw our axe at the Krampus at your feet to try and intimidate you. Don't fuck with
Well,
us.
Don't throw the axe away, Burke. We've spoken about this. You need it. for
Krampus,
rage.
could we have that axe back, please? Sorry, but about Burke.
That was a
We
little
didn't
bit
do over.
premature.
All right, I'm just going to... Krampus goes over and dusts it off and hands it back to you.
Thank you, Krampus. That's very kind of you.
I'm not your enemy here, mate, all right?
I,
If anything, I know. Do you know that Santa broke up with Mrs. Claus? Did you know that?
Oh, no.
no.
I
do
know,
love a bit of gossip,
right?
though.
When did this happen? Oh, okay, I didn't realize, but I'm the gossipy one. Tell me more.
Strap in, mate. Here's some hot goss straight off the reindeer's back.
No.
You
Off
know,
the
it's
posterior.
nasty.
Oh,
it's nasty
wonderful.
stuff, you know.
Mm.
It turns out Santa, stage 5 clinger.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with all
Yeah.
those lists, I mean, it makes so much sense now.
He's got to keep tabs on everybody, doesn't he? He's got to keep tabs. Got to know.
Oh,
You've been
yeah.
naughty. You've been nice. Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
know. Imagine being in that relationship. Ah,
Well, not anymore.
Nothing
I mean,
worse than a
he is
stage 5 clinger.
so codependent. You know, I wouldn't put it past him. They was trying to find someone else to be dependent with.
Oh.
Why would he choose Martha?
Oh no,
Why?
you said she
Well-
was sturdy. Am I right?
Well, exactly. What are you talking
Why wouldn't
about,
anyone
Bert? Why
pick
wouldn't
Martha?
any man worth their salt would want?
Our Martha.
Martha.
Esquire the third.
The
Helen.
third. No, it was the
Franklin.
third Esquire. What was it? It was Martha Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Martha
the
Gertrude, that's her
third
name.
Esquire.
That's a beautiful
Francesca.
name, my dear. It's a beautiful name.
Yes, it rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does. It does. That was a nice cannon that you did there. It was nice. You all fire off at once. You don't ever have the same thoughts? No?
Sadly, almost
I wish
never.
we can't read minds like the women.
Oh, yeah, they've got that thing,
Not
don't
like
they?
not like our Martha.
Not like
She's
Martha. She
known
was
telepath.
so good at reading people's minds.
Burke,
yes.
Burke, you keep talking about her in the past tense.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
it's a bit
only
dead, Burke.
It's a little
it's not
preemptive.
dead yet.
I hope she's not dead.
Did you do something with her, Burke?
no.
Yes, Burke.
That would be controversial.
Give me back my wife.
Burke is sus.
Do you know what I think we should call these shoes? Birkenstocks.
Right.
All right.
So,
I should have laughed at that, but I didn't. I was too busy being... That was that's like the prime material you came in with, isn't it? That's great.
We are a
Excellent
stand-up
work.
comedian.
Yes.
In fact, we
What
have a
a
charity
now.
gig tonight at the Christmas carols that Martha is supposed to be hosting. So it's very important that we find her.
How terrible. Well, she's probably with Santa then, isn't she?
Well, when
Yes,
the
if only
fuck
there
is
was
Santa?
a clue of where we should go next. I can't find anything around. Where could we possibly go?
I don't know where Santa is.
Krampus,
I have
would you?
I also have no idea. Burks.
usually isn't there like some kind of pole, a North Pole?
Oh, yeah, he'd be...
That's where he
That's
lives,
true.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've just noticed
Bust.
Krampus and Santa have sacks. Is that a weird? Why did they both?
He stole that from me. I had the sack first. I swear I did. And then he stole from... Oh,
There's enough sacks to go around everywhere, Krampus.
I've got it. Mrs. Claus. She's just in the celebrity rehab joint up the road. She'll know how to find Santa. Should go ask her.
Amazing.
And here, take my sack. Capture Santa. Get rid of him.
Is
Put him
that
in there for good.
is that
I'm
sack-
taking it. I'm confiscating it. You're not allowed to steal any more children, Krampus. You're banned.
Just bring it back to me when you're done, all right?
Absolutely not.
Not
What
happening.
material is this sack made out of?
Finders keepers.
I'll just go up the road and make a new one for more Hessian. It's on sale at the moment.
Yes, it's rather lovely,
Oh.
isn't it?
Damn it! I thought this was a magical sack, but no, it's just a regular old Hessian.
But wait,
You
Burke,
got
Burke.
me again,
Tip it,
Krampus.
tip it upside down, Burke, and see if any small children fall out of it.
It's empty, I swear. I swear it's empty. It's quite roomy,
Oh, fuck,
too.
I thought you were gone.
Oh, am I
But,
gone?
but I have
Sure,
something
I'll
to
see you
say.
later. And he turns and piss bolts back into the cave.
Krampus.
Misunderstood.
Not you.
He actually runs back and he puts up a little sign and it says back in 10 minutes.
Oh,
We've got
no.
10 minutes, haven't we, guys?
Yeah, we're 10. I think we
Yeah,
can short rest it.
I think I've expended all my spells.
What? You're a barbarian, mate.
Yes, I never had any spells to begin with.
All right, well,
All right.
how about a little Christmas
Rehab?
excursion to the rehab clinic?
Sounds good.
And if you like rehab clinics, support us on Patreon. Help us go to rehab for Christmas at www.patreon.com/dicepaperroll, where you can get all kinds of joy for Christmas.
Yay!
God bless us, everyone.
Krampus comes out and snatches the kid, puts him in the snack.
Yeah, got one more in just before Christmas. Yes.
He snatches the kid. He's like, where do I put
You
it? I
are
don't
not
have
getting a
sack."
participation medal again, all right? Here, eat some dirt. You got to grub up, little snotty kid. All right.
Really
All right, well,
impressive.
So we
where's this
shall.
Mrs. Claus. Mrs.
So we
Claus.
shall on. We shall on towards the
Mhm.
rehab clinic. So you're in a
Oh, yes.
ravine, a crevice. gonna just climb on out of that, and you're on the other side of the bridge now. So you're gonna walk on down to the rehab clinic. It's the first one you can probably find, I would say. It's called Happy Smiles Rehab. You're gonna wander on in there into
This
the
does bring back memories.
into the reception. It looks pretty much like a tiki bar. Like it's all like a Christmassy tiki bar. Like it looks very fancy. Like a
This is a bit tasteless.
yeah,
Give him the line, Burke.
kind of like a Playboy mansion.
Burke.
But what?
Burke.
What?
Give him the line. Not you, Burke. The other Burke.
Oh.
Give me back my wife.
Oh, yes. Look at that. That is a good line.
Yes, good work.
There's
Burke.
the tiki bar is empty. You're just saying it to an empty room. And then
Yes, take that tiki bar.
and then
I'll say it louder. Give me back my wife.
now, sirs. And a doctor walks in, white coat, slicked back hair, small glasses, tight.
Oh,
little
madam.
mouth.
Have you seen my wife?
Why,
Yes.
gentle sirs, how nice of you to grace us with your presence in this establishment. However, I do not have you on the visitor's registration. State your name and your business in this fine rehab center, Happy Smiles.
Well, my name is Burke.
And my name is also Buck.
Yes, Burke.
Burke.
And I'm here to see Mrs. Claus.
I see. Are you any relation to Mrs. Claus?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we are all
We are her
Distant cousins.
lover.
Burke is just our nickname.
and also distant cousins.
So you are her new cousin lover, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
it would be unconventional, except it's not here. We
No,
accept
very
all
normal.
kinds.
Very normal.
Yes. I'm glad you accepted.
Mrs. Claus is here, and she's been having the vapors for some time. I did advise her not to take on any new lovers, but since it is Christmas and you all family, before you do enter I admit that you do need to do a mental health check. See, we can't have any of the
No.
crazy coming in unless they're
no,
checking in with a big fat.
Pass with flying
I-
colors.
Put my phone down. Thought you were going to have to do a QR code scan in. Was expecting something else. Sorry.
If you'd just like to sanitize first,
Yes.
did you bring a mask?
We brought
Yep.
4.
I
And
did.
they strap rats to their faces.
Very good, sir. Very good. How resourceful of you to do that. I see. There is quite a lot of you there, isn't there? Tell me, have you?
Well, we really only count for one.
That's what Mrs. Claus said.
No problems with mental health in the past. No.
Look at us, for God's sake. We're perfectly fine.
Fit as a fiddle.
Yes, we've never had a problem.
Ever been hearing voices or had any problems with multiple personalities?
Well,
that is a good one.
Would be ridiculous. Oh, silly.
Something to think about. Something to think about. Look, we would take good care of you if you ever needed it here at Happy Smiles. But please come this way. Mrs. Claus, I believe, is out by the pool. It's about time for happy hour.
Well, that'll put a smile on our faces.
My favorite hour.
So the good doctor leads you outside to a glorious heated spa pool jacuzzi situation, and there's tiki bars and some Kenny G Christmas carols, playing over the over the loudspeakers, and all the
God damn
guests
it.
and all the rehabby
More
people are
fucking
hanging
tiki
out.
bars.
They all look a little bit strung out, but they look okay. And over at there's a what are they? The only word I'm thinking of is a chase lounge, but that's not right.
Oh,
A
it's
sunbed?
beautiful.
Oh yes, there's a bunch of sunbeds around the pool, and then there's the bar on the side, and And it's full of people having pretty much a Christmas party, but rehab style. Oh, by the way, you will need a tuxedo if you're going to be at the ball.
No problem. And I rip open our shirt, our robe, which has a tuxedo underneath. We always come prepared.
Very good, sir.
I would have thought there'd be
Very
fewer
good.
drugs at a rehab center.
Yes, I also wasn't expecting a cocaine party at the rehab center.
There is waiters walking around with trays with lines just chalked up.
This seems like a conflict of interest.
No, you see, it's great business model. Keep the customers in.
Yes. Maybe we would like to enroll.
Now, Burke, let's not lose sight of our quest, our Christmas
you're
quest.
always on the money.
Oh,
Thanks,
Martha.
Burke.
Good one, Burke.
Yes.
Yes. Always bringing it back to Martha.
I mean, Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yes,
Mrs.
yes,
Claus first.
yes.
Good day, Mrs. Claus.
Yes, good day, Mrs. Claus. We just keep walking around to every
Good day, Mrs.
woman in the
Claus.
bar.
Good day,
Good day,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Claus.
Claus.
Good
Mrs.
day, Mrs.
Claus, I
Claus.
Good day,
haven't
Mrs.
seen you
Claus.
in so long.
You walk towards the pool, and sitting in one of the sun lounges is a woman in bright red sort of nightgown thing with fluffy white trim, and she's holding a martini and sobbing inconsolably.
No, it couldn't possibly be her.
No, just continue on.
She doesn't look happy at all.
Oh, Mrs. Claus, what shall you do? She takes a big sip.
Yes, have
Calls
you
herself
seen
by her first
Mrs.
name.
Claus?
What?
You were
Oh,
just talking to her, Mrs. Claus. You said, Mrs. Claus, what will you do?
I'm Mrs. Claus. Who are you?
We are Burke.
Burke.
We are Burke.
We are the
Well,
Burke.
hello. we are Burke.
We are the Burke Collective.
Oh, you're that multiple personality thing that the good doctor was going on about.
We do not have a multiple.
We do not.
filled out a survey.
We,
Oh,
we
I'm
do
sorry.
not have any personality, actually.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
quite drunk.
Oh,
I
thank you
thought
very
I thought I was seeing quadruple, but actually I'm seeing quite straight. Oh, there's 4 of you. My word. My word. You're a lucky wife.
Yes,
4 tongues. All right.
Yes, but we can't really. We're all next to each other. It's very hard to.
yes. I
You don't
mean,
get
we
any
have to
sort
take
of-
it in turns.
Sort of a rotation
Four of us.
system where you just spin around in a circle.
It does help that
You
we all
had a
share the same
swing,
lungs,
maybe.
though.
Oh, now, Mrs. Claus, I don't wish to alarm you, but your husband.
What?
Is,
Don't ever say his name.
okay.
Okay,
You-
we did it.
Just-
The man who is supposed to be jolly.
Oh,
Is-
that one. Nick. Well, I tell you, he's no saint.
Why do you say that, Ms. Claus?
Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think any of us are here? Huh?
Well, I hear the
Christmas Eve?
cocaine is particularly
It is
good.
particularly good.
It's ferocious.
You're all fucking pinging.
Really, it's the back of the nose.
No, booze has always been my drug of choice.
Mrs. Claus, I believe you were telling us about your husband.
Yes, look, you can
And-
say Nick if you need to, but just Nicholas. Fucking
Nicholas
Yes,
Hole,
Nicholas.
am I correct?
Oh, thank you. So glad
Good one,
somebody
Burke.
said it.
Nice one, Burke.
Burke.
Thanks, Burke.
Somebody
Dog.
said it.
We think you might know the whereabouts of our wife.
Bullshit! Mm? All that
Yeah,
man ever
that's
did
good.
was work, and now.
Really, I would have thought that really it was just that one night of the year who was particularly busy, and the rest of the time he didn't really do too much
Clock
at
in,
all.
clock out, always checking the naughty and nice list, always checking up on me. What are you doing today, Clausy? What are you doing today? Whatever my first name is, Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. I believe it's Mrs.
Mrs.
Well, Mrs., you're free of that asshole now.
No, I tell you though, if I had the run of the joint, the things I would do.
Yes, you
He's
bring those elves back
evil.
into line.
Yes.
They need a good.
Those
stern
elves,
talking to.
none of them have ever been paid any superannuation. Did you know that? I know
My
that.
goodness.
And I am
My
powerless
God.
to stop it. Powerless.
What a travesty.
It's George Boris.
Allegedly.
I mean,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And allegedly for legal purposes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Nick Calambars, his jolly cousin.
Sandra's full name.
Well, we think your husband might know where our wife Martha is. Krampus seems to think they might be together.
What?
Now, Mrs. Claus.
What?
Yes, I'm sorry to.
He's moved
I've
on
broken your-
already? That fucking asshole! Oh, he is such a stage 5 clinger. He is so clingy. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Do you mind if I have
You
one of
think he's
those?
stolen your wife? How
Yes.
fucking dare you? And you've come here to ask
Yes,
me?
'cause- yes, we want to find him so he can kick the shit out of Santa.
Ooh.
Because I
And-
decided that that's my
Oh, you
quest
are a
plan.
big lad. And then that tuxedo with all those heads and stuff. That's actually
I've
not
decided
such
to
a
agree
bad
with this,
idea.
Burke, because Krampus asked us to put Santa in this here sack, and
Oh, you've got
then
one of
you
those.
would be rid of Saint Nicholas Hole, and you would have run of the place to pay the elves all the superannuation that they deserve.
Wow.
What
Yes,
say you?
I'll take you to him. But only because I need the closure.
Very
Oh,
good.
good.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Claus.
Most excellent.
Right.
You can provide all those workers with steady work, no longer casuals. They can be safe in their view of their future, where their superannuation
That's
is
what I said.
being squirreled away.
I hope
Repeatedly. and
they're
here-
getting sick leave.
It's not cost effective. Blah, 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 blah.
It ruins all the ribbons.
Don't even
I
get
didn't want to punch on with Santa until you told me he broke workplace laws. And now I am incensed.
Yes, very good.
I'm
Become more
outraged.
incensed. Ooh, even better. Well, we've got to get there. And she just walks out into the middle of the snow field away from the rehab. It's a very casual rehab.
I
and
thought
you're
that was
beside her.
cocaine.
Really? What gave that away?
So she taps her. She moves to a clearing and brings you beside her, and then she taps her heels together 3 times, and she chants, "There's no
Classic.
place like copyright infringement. There's no place like copyright infringement." And as she's doing that, like a swirly tornado thing, picks you up and lifts you both up and swirls you into the sky. Gusty. And you can sort of, as it's kind of gently carrying you in this sort of tornado, whirlwindy, sparkly, snowy thing, you sort of soar over the town, and you can get that hit of, gingerbread and cinnamon again, and you oscillate up towards. Above you is the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights.
Oh, this does remind me of
Really?
Martha.
Yes, I do love Christmas. It's only slightly tainted by the fact that my wife's been abducted by Santa.
It is pretty as a picture, is
very
it not?
pretty landscape.
Very pretty. And as the tornado flings you towards the Aurora Borealis, and it catches you and spirals you through it, and it turns into a bit of emerald and purple wormhole.
My goodness.
Some might say a big space crevice.
Ooh, Burks, I think
Oh.
there might have been something in that cocaine.
And you are
Did
thrust
someone spiked our cocaine?
along a portal of northern
Marvelous.
lights
I
towards the North Pole.
feel like this might be a good place to see you next week.
I believe so. This would be great.
Amazing.
Wow. What a first adventure. Thank you very much, Lauren Bok, for
Well done,
leading us
Lauren.
through that madness. And we hope it's put you in the festive mood, listener.
So festive. I feel like
Yes.
eggnog. I feel like gingerbread. I feel like
Yep.
everything now. I feel like doing drugs.
It's got everything.
Yeah, so much cocaine.
If talking about beating the shit out of Santa and doing lines of coke hasn't put you in the Christmas spirit, folks, then I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
I'm dreaming.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
joining
much
us.
for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this festive Christmas thing and it didn't feel too clunky.
No.
And we'll see you next time.
Any clunkiness was all our fault. Trust me. All right, bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to all of
Bye.
us. Except Santa. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Slave labor. Fuck. That's a raw twist. He's on the naughty list.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to our dissection for the first ever of Lauren Bok's Dungeon Mastering series.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Joyous and festive, and wouldn't be DPR without some kind of vendetta against Santa.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what happened
particularly
last
his
time.
sack.
Well done. How do you feel?
I feel really fucking knackered. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can describe it to is when I do like a solo show of stand up, when I've been on stage for an hour talking. It has the same kind of feeling. There is like a duality between everything that I'm doing and everything that you are doing, and how I need to keep listening to you whilst also moving ahead with my own stuff, while also making sure that what's happening in the moment, I'm being able to sort of interact with, make jokes with, that kind of stuff. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's
fun though,
Christmas.
right? Like-
It'd be Christmas
No, it
without
wasn't
Jesus.
fun. Nope.
Oh,
Really? You didn't have fun?
No, I did not. I'm sorry. I just realized then.
No,
I
no.
just realized then it was not fun. Oh no!
Oh, well.
What a
all right.
terrible circumstance. No,
No.
it was just very difficult.
Yeah.
And I obviously enjoyed that part of it. My favorite part was, to be honest, I had this idea basically from the words brother, husband, and the idea of giving you guys one body. And all the rest of the story kind of grew from there. And then every time I was like, oh, they're gonna fucking love this bit. Oh, they're gonna fucking. I wrote it for you. I wrote it so you guys would be like, that's really fucking cool.
Thanks,
so it was
Lauren.
very tailor made,
you.
and that's was the most enjoyable part, was being able to say, you are a quartet of brother husbands. Like, I have been saying that in my mind for
That is
weeks.
that is a sentence that I will relish for a very, very long time.
Me too. It was a
Yeah.
delight. A delight.
Well,
Such a great idea
yeah.
to have us all in the one body. It made it, like we talked about in the game, I think it made it easier to direct us down
Yeah.
the story. It was excellent.
Yeah.
Yes. I tried to make it as easy for myself. And I think the thing I wanted to do the most was just have as much banter. Like, I did not care for anything else apart from making it as funny as possible.
How much of the comedy that ensued did you anticipate?
I had no idea what you guys were going to do.
Oh.
None whatsoever.
Okay.
You were just blank slates.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is why I was laughing so much most of the
Oh.
time. It was really fun it's the Dungeon Master. I'm like, you sit back and you just watch them, like, just have a meal out of nothing. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And it's out of the thing that you created, the scenario that you created, and then everyone just goes off with the fairies and just
Yeah.
runs with your idea, and then just
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
where
super
I've
fun.
found it's kind of that can be the moment when the duality is happening, where you almost can take a break, a very micro break as a DM,
Yeah.
to let the players do that while you
Mm.
give a little bit more of your mental energy to what is coming next or what you need to change or whatever that might be. But
Mhm.
not too long, because if you miss an offer or miss what they're talking about,
Mm.
you're fucked.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
just if they
micro
talk
sleeps.
for too long, they might decide something that you don't want them to do.
yeah, totally.
But
You were very gentle with me. I really appreciate that.
Do you think so? I thought we were
no, I
going
didn't think
to
so.
town a little bit in terms of just talking shit.
Not even close.
The only thing that stopped us from going off in very different directions was the fact that we were attached to each other.
Yeah.
There was I loved where the visual of you knocking the other heads as
Yeah.
well. There was some I had a real vivid picture of that guy, and then
Yeah.
you came along and made it even better and more crazy and amazing, which is also super cool. Yeah, I did have images and they're totally different.
Yeah, wow.
And because of that moment, it made me go, all right, so both Ben and I responded to Jack doing his head knocking thing. So I'm like, okay, so in my head, Jack's in between Ben and I. So I'm like, I'm on one end, Greg's on the other end, and then Ben and Jack are in the middle. So then when it came to the whole baby bird feeding bit, and it was Greg to Jack, I was like, wait, no, hang on a second. You're skipping ahead here, and you can't reach that far. So you got a baby bird to Ben, then to Jack. You know? I really got the how clear it was in my head, but that
was
me.
stunning. It was stunning. It was so good.
So
And I think that was what all I wanted for you guys was to just be like, you're a bunch of heads on the same body. There, play.
what a Christmas gift it was.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
far out.
I'm keen to know, given that it's dissection, sort of what surprised you about the experience of DMing, or what was the most noticeable thing that was maybe different to what you thought it might be, or I mean, you might have already said it, but
when you're a player, you're just you're not in the driver's seat, So, and it's the same thing. You just and now I'm like, as a player, you're just fucking sitting there. You don't do anything. You're just a passenger. And the DM is the one going, oh, all right, I've got all the things that I need to do, and you just need to shut up, or I am turning this campaign around.
don't make me come back there.
Don't keep It's just so much more intense and on you. But I maybe because we've been quite consistent with our Curse of Stradness, and there's been quite a bit of reliance on Greg, at least from my perspective, I think. So I feel like I've seen enough of how we do D&D to be like, I know how to do that. I don't know how to do D&D, but I know how to do us.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
So
I think that is
you did a
D&D.
great job. I think that is. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that is D&D. I don't think you need to be hard. It's good role play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
D&D is just an introduction to that and a rule set for that.
Yeah.
And we bend that all the time. I don't think the rules play a huge part. I think you did an incredible job.
Yeah.
I think you should
Yeah.
be really,
And
really proud of that.
I'll be really interested to see now that you've got this experience and you know what it is, how whether the next time, when we finish off this
the next,
well, no,
we'll finish
presume,
this. Yeah.
Are we finishing this one shot? I don't know.
Yeah,
or maybe we're not. Maybe that's
I'm
next
very keen
Christmas.
for this to be just a side podcast. I think that's
Lauren DMs the
Yeah.
Christmas crew.
yeah.
Just Christmas all through the year.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting, I reckon, to see how whether you can find some more fun in it now that you know what to expect.
Oh yeah. It
'cause-
is. It's the same. Anytime you do something for the first time that has that challenge, meet challenge, next challenge, meet challenge, challenge, next meet, it all kind of plays out. And then you get to the end of it, and it's just it might not have been quote unquote fun, but I have a sense of accomplishment that is immeasurable. I'm very proud.
Oh, you should
Awesome.
be.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Well done.
Super fun.
One thing.
I'm super keen for you to run more, by the way. I thought
Yeah.
Book 3,
Yeah.
hashtag 20
Book
levels.
3, hashtag
Yeah,
20 levels.
hashtag
Book
20
3.
No, I'm not. You can say it there's no fucking way.
There's
They get a
only about
campaign.
70 episodes
Yeah,
of back
fine.
catalogue to go through.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get listening.
it's such a fun experience seeing how different people approach the DMing thing.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
we've now, like, now we can say everyone on the podcast has had a little bit of experience DMing, and it's just really interesting, just like the different things that people pick up on and want to explore in their little stories that they're telling. Like, it's
Yeah. Their little stories.
their little
Rough.
stories. Their
Yeah.
little, Greg's got his Curse of Strahd, and
Yeah. Still doing your little stories with your friends on Sundays?
Yeah.
Are you still
Yeah.
doing that?
just doing
Oh.
little stories on the.
I'm a
on the
barbarian,
Sunday.
mum. Fuck.
With 4 heads. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. No, but just really, I was really, really impressed with just how, because the listeners at home won't know, but we basically just threw Lauren into this tonight. We
were supposed to be recording Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Recording
Recording Curse of Strahd.
yeah, and
That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that is right. That's right. And
Yeah, you may have
and-
noticed Emil wasn't here. So
yeah.
Mm.
And just like wow, you're like a consummate professional, Lauren. Just incredible, like, poise under pressure. I'm amazed. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Have you tried stand-up comedy? You should give it a go. It gives you
No.
gives you stamina, is what it does. And
No.
there's
Yeah,
often
no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few stand-up nights where you just put your name in a hat and they just pull your name out of a hat and you just have
Yeah.
to get up and
Oh,
fucking do
wow.
your shit.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty good with the old, like, and I actually prefer it in some ways, because if you'd told me, all right, Lauren, it's gonna happen next week, and I know how excited you guys are, and I'm like, baby, if it's naked, and to a certain
Yeah.
extent, just to be like, you know what, fuck it, do it now.
Yeah.
And if
Okay,
it's
we're doing it live.
if it's just then that's fine, and that actually helps me. Kind of, I'm not full of that anticipatory energy. It's more like the cool. All right, well then it's almost like an improv in itself. You're like, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
You did, incredible. I'm just going to send you the
Great
cliff
way.
notes of book 1 and 2, so you're ready for book 3.
yeah.
This a TLDR version.
Yeah, we're probably on a Christmas break by now, so you've got time to listen.
I'll just
and
do
read,
the back catalogue. There'll be
Mhm,
no
mhm.
dice rolling. There'll be no.
Just
I'm
listen to
doing
it
all
on
the
4
voices,
times.
all
Listen
of
to it
them.
on 4 times
you've
speed.
been listening to me this whole podcast. That would be perfect.
I really love all your Burke voices. That was great.
No, they changed a fair bit. I think.
So did mine. It was
They
good.
evolved.
Yeah,
I was
it really
Ragyog a
fun.
bit. Danny came out as Hans when he was the gossip.
Maybe
I was
he does
Aussie, I
have
was
multiple
posh.
personalities.
I think he might.
Yeah. Per head.
Per
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about, like, when it comes to fighting Santa, and is it
Yeah.
is it going to be like a Voltron moment, but like reverse Voltron, where we all
We just tear
separate
apart.
into 4 different people, and then we can
Oh.
fight. You know?
maybe.
we did talk about that. But I don't know, just if you want to know just the metagame, I just gave you a bunch of hit points. So you all play the same body, but you all get turns, and we just quadrupled the amount of hit points that character has.
Right.
Fucking, we're unstoppable. I hope you made
Yeah.
Santa tough.
I fucking did.
Yeah, great.
Head
Amazing.
points.
Yeah.
Head
Head
points.
points.
We've got
Head
4.
points.
4 head points.
4 points.
Oh, I've got
That's
my
how it
head
works,
die.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Santa's only got 1, so fucking.
Fuck you, Santa. And on that note,
Yay.
let's end this festive dissection. Congratulations, Lauren. Thank you.
Thank
once
you,
again.
thank you,
Well
thank you, thank you for playing with me. You are inspiring to me. I owe it all to you.
Yes. Yes, you
Bravo.
do.
Merry Christmas.
You're welcome.
You're
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Give me back my wife.